tunaongeza mazani, kwani tunamflatani. Hey, hali gani? Wako hali maututi, hali hatari. Tekpita suti ndo mandhari, akileta kumfaa wanalamba vidole. Ni beat so sweet, then piga vidonge. High five, why lie? Don't you know, talking about a revolution song. Don't you know, talking about a revolution song.
See, they say that Angel Step 7 don't care about the people. But Angel Step 7 cares about the people because I'm bold enough to tell you the truth. And I don't give a damn if you give me a dime. I'm not looking for your money.
In the name of my ancestors, peace forever and always, and welcome to another edition of what we call the Realities Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. I am the gatekeeper, host of the. You may find me. I am known as the mighty, Angel Snub 7. I am your soul brother, number one. I hope that your Father's Day, which was yesterday on a Sunday, I am happy if your Father's Day was peaceful and it was void of profanity and other vile behavior. It went pretty well. Not to be perfect, but I hope that you enjoyed the company of your father. Many of us, we do not have a physical father to celebrate with. And sometimes we, the word I'm looking for, sometimes we don't know what we lost until that person is no longer among us. I understand that in life there is conflict and things happen. And it is a wonderful thing before we pass this life, especially among our family, biological family, that before we pass this life and go into the next life or into the nothingness of the reality that we know or whatever we believe, that we could tell our loved ones, our father, how much he was appreciated. And we understand that he was not perfect, as we are not perfect. But it is good to get those things out on the table so that our relationship can be honest. And sometimes I have seen fathers who know that they really wasn't that fatherly. They just sit back in the cut and let the children just vent. And hopefully you will forgive me if I was a bad father, and give me an opportunity with the time that I have left, so we all, not just myself, we all can do better. So I hope that your Father's Day, the conclusion was on a beautiful note. Like so many, my father, my biological father, is not here, as both my parents. And sometimes we wish they were, because bad or good, they're all that we had and all that we knew. For those of you who have been listening to this broadcast for a short period of time, because it don't take me long to speak about Father. Yesterday we played a classic video live stream where we spoke about manhood and we spoke about father. You cannot talk about manhood and father separately. They all coincide one another. If you are not a man, if you're not a full functioning man, if you cannot behave and carry yourself like a man, there's no way in the hell you can be father. It is impossible. You have to be a man first. You have to qualify and earn the respect. These people, because some of us have a penis, we think that we should automatically, no, you are a sperm donor. You are a sperm donor. You're some type of breeder. You're some type of mandingo. I'm not going to call you a father, because when we talk about father, that is a title that we put in high regard. When we go to church, when we go to the house of religion, they talk about father. And when we think of father, we put father on a very high pedestal. And I don't understand why these men get so jealous of Mother's Day. I don't see why they get so jealous of Mother's Day and the honor and the praise that women get, when women themselves, every Sunday, every Wednesday, when they go to the houses of God, they always talk about, my Father, thou art in heaven. Not my mother, my Father art in heaven. And they are waiting and they are expecting great things from the Father. They are expecting this power to come from the Father. And you're jealous of the little tiddlywinks that women had to fight for Mother's Day. You want to dinner. You want flowers. You want flowers and a steak and to be treated pretty like mother. That's not father. That's not very manly. You don't need that. I appreciate that you give me my respect. I appreciate that you give my honor. I don't need no flowers. I don't need no chocolate. I don't need a new hand drill. My reward is being father, and that is sufficient enough. And I can't be father unless I give credit and give protection and honor to my mama. This is the things that in the patriarchal society makes us sick. You want it all. I don't want to give nobody nothing. How you going to be a father and you're selfish? You're greedy. When the father is supposed to be man enough to stand out in front of the mother and the children and take the bullet. But you so weak. You don't have that type of mentality. You're not taking anything. Well, mama should take a bullet too. Here, take one of my children. That's the mindset that I see. I don't see strength. And you wonder why you don't see strength in your male children. And you wonder why they're so easily, what's the word? Emasculated. What's the word? You made them that way through your example. They see and they are surrounded by weak fathers, weak men. They don't see strength. There was a time, even when I was growing up, the only thing a man had to do was talk. He didn't put his hands on you yet. He just talked. And the children like, uh-oh. Just had to talk, let alone talk about I'm gonna give you a whipping. He just had to talk and raise up. And now you have spoiled the children. They don't listen to nobody. They don't have no common sense. They have no respect for nothing. And that's all right for the police. When they beat them down in the street. And then you have to go identify the body in the morgue. That's your fault, father. Because you're not head of your household. And if you're going to call yourself father, not only are you head of the household in your personal family, but you're the head of household of your community, and you have failed. And that's what you don't want to hear. And the reality is you have failed in your household also, because that is a reflection of the community. Because this black man is weak. He's been made pathetic, and you're spoiled. And if you can't handle that type of reality, you can go on about your business right now. Because you a punk anyway. You can't even handle words. You get upset over words. Oh, nigga, what you talking about? You huffing and you puff and you put your chest out. You can't even handle words. Let alone a bullet. Let alone a billy club. You huffing, you puffing, go out in the street. You put on these costumes. Tell them what you gonna do. Soon as the Peckerwood show up, I dropped the ball. I dropped the gun, the AK on the ground, sir. I'm on the ground. I'm unarmed, sir. Y'all punk out. A few years ago, there was a group of brothers. I believe it was in Detroit. trying to be fathers, trying to be men in the community. Get the men together. The men in the community, bunch of punks. So the few brothers that was trying to be men, wanted to be true fathers, out on the street, taking on the racist police, taking on the gangs. From what I was told, one of the brothers was killed, and all the other men in the house shivering and shaking, calling the white popo. Come and get him, sir. Come and get him, sir. But you want the respect like you are some kind of man. No, not here. I don't give unearned credit and praise. I don't do it. It's a brother, what's his name? Rodney Hinton. Brother just ran over a police officer in revenge for the gunning down of his son. I got to stand with the brother. But we as men should be standing. Even if the only thing you're going to do is march, we should be letting that man know, I'm with you. And from now on, all of us gonna do it. You kill mine, I'm gonna kill yours. I don't give a damn about all that. Well, it wasn't. No, stay the hell out of our neighborhood. But we surrounded by a bunch of punks. Happy Father's Day, my ass. Ain't no fathers. A bunch of mandingos, a bunch of sperm donors. You, when you became a father, you said, I'm going to protect my child. I'm going to protect my woman. I'm going to protect my community. I'm a father. I'm a man. And the only thing you do is sit around, the Arabs is coming in our neighborhood. The Mexicans is coming and taking over our neighborhood. The white man is planning to kill us. What you gonna do about it? You the father, you the man. It's sickening to me. It's not sickening to you. Now listen. That's the reality of it. Only, you don't have to, look, you don't have to be big and bad. And you can say, look, I'm scared. There's nothing wrong with that. But I gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta protect mine. Just like you have the right to protect yours. I'm not gonna keep you long. I just had this on my mind. I want to get this rant off. I just want to knock some of this dirt off my shoulder. How many of you how many of you lie? Raise your hand. All right, see, he even admit he lied. See how silly we are? I can guarantee you somebody think just like that. He's admitting he's a liar. See, I told you. See, he's admitting he's a liar. I'm a liar. Even if it's the so-called little white lie. I want to use this lie as an example. There's a rapper, I remember listening to his story. There's a rapper, Ice-T. And I love some Ice-T records. Especially that one, what was it? You Played Yourself. You played yourself. And we do that every day. But before Ice-T became a rapper, it was this girl, this female that he liked, and he lied to her and told her that he already had a record deal, and he put on this show in order to get into her good graces and other things. But he lied. He did not have a record contract. He lied. I sort of know about that because when I was a struggling entertainer myself, we went to visit a school, and we had the limousine, and we had the press, some of the press that was there, come to the school. And the children was asking, what record do they sing? They don't know nothing about us. But apparently, we must be somebody because we got this limousine and we got this entourage and we got the press coming with the flashing cameras and the high school principals and everybody is talking good about us. We got to be somebody putting on a show. And we broke. There's a lot of entertainers. Okay. Technical difficulty. There's a lot of entertainers right now to this day struggling and putting themselves out there and broke. And some of them even have hit records and broke. Sorry, Invo. Broke. Ain't making no money. But you got the fame, you got the fortune, you got the fans, you got everything, but don't have no ends. I remember when I was struggling to get a job. I was not qualified. And I was hired. I lied. Ice-T lied. We put on shows to be more than what we are. It's false. It's not real. I lied to get a job. It starts with a lie, but this is the thing. Ice-T got the record deal. So yes, he lied, but he ended up getting the record deal. So the young lady that he was pursuing never knew that he didn't have nothing. I was hired to do a job. I did the job and more. But I lied to get it. You show and prove. And in the beginning, you can be broke. But one day you might be able to earn all those millions and thousands of dollars that somebody cheated you out of in your early career. What I am simply saying here is, and the Quran talks about it for those of you who are Muslims, it talks about those who say they believe and you think that you will not be tested. You say you're a rapper, well, prove it. I got it. I got a record deal. I gave you this job. You told me that you could do it. I did. I proved it. You talented. You a superstar. Yeah, I cheated you. Yeah, I did all that. Prove. Show us how talented you really are. 35 years later, I'm still in the game. You're not giving me unearned praise and honor. I earn it. I prove myself. I show you what I am. So now we have black leadership. I hear every day on social media these sissy boys telling these black women, oh, you need to bow down and submit to me. I'm the leader. You follow my lead. Because that's what God is saying. What is it? They never tell you what their leadership is. If you get hired by McDonald's and go into their management program, they're going to tell you what's expected of you to be a leader in their program. If you go anywhere and you are put in leadership position, management position, they tell you what's expected of you. But here you are telling women, I'm the man, I'm the leader, because that's what you got from the Bible. That's what you got from the Quran or general patriarchal society, but they don't tell you what it is. And you don't live up to the criteria. But you want the title of father. You want the title of man, but you don't earn it. You tell a lie that I'm a man. You tell a lie that I'm a father. Where's the proof? Would be doing black leadership. For most of these guys, it's simply bullying a low self-esteem woman to glorify himself, to make himself feel big and bad. That's what it is. I lead her to church. I lead her to the teachings. I work hard, come home after 8 hours, sit my fat ass on a couch and look at the WNBA with a beer in my hand. That's his leadership. What are you leading? What do you mean by leader? Bullying the wife, bullying the children, kicking the dog in the ass. I'm the one that run this house until the police show up. You talk all big and bad, I'm the leader, and then you punch her in the face. She called the Peckerwood. Where's your leadership at? Why you called the police on me? I didn't do nothing. You should have did what I said. Well, sir, come on. We got to go down to the jailhouse and cool off for the next 2 days or whatever. I didn't do nothing. I'm the leader of this house. I'm the man. I'm the father. Well, we taking your man, father ass, sir, down to the police station. And ma'am, if you want to press charges, you can. I would, but I'm scared. He might. No, ma'am, you don't have to worry about that. The Peckerwood is here now. You don't have to worry about him hitting you. I can't believe it. Mr. Man. Mr. Man. Mr. Tough. What is he leading? What has he led you to, black woman? To the church, to the mosque, to the Pan-African parade. No, Marcus Garvey. No, Marcus Garvey. Or to, I'm a foundation of Black American march. Not even a whole bunch of egotistical ass people talking a bunch of crap that don't produce nothing. He leads you to a place where it produces nothing. What kind of leadership is that? He leads you to a place where you can hear great speeches. That's where. Brag about a house that both of you built, but he gonna take all the credit. I'm the man of the house. This is my house. beat you up, bully the children, bring my slippers, bring my pipe. Like, damn, the wife and the children ain't nothing but slaves. I've seen this in real time. I've seen this in real time. Especially, they talk about the tradition. It was really bad when my grandmama and mother was coming up. Really bad. Women being treated like trash. Not all men. There's always exceptions to the rule. Unfortunately, I wasn't part of the exception to the rule. All I saw was a bunch of men who took advantage of the fact they had a penis and had penis advantage, bullying women and children. I was one of the children that these pieces of trash bully. But then when the Peckerwoods show up, when the police show up, I didn't do nothing. I only hit her like that. I didn't really hit you. I didn't hit you that hard, boy. I didn't hit you that hard. Because he getting his ass whooped on the job. Because the Peckerwood kicking him in his ass, he come home and beat up his children, his dog, and his wife. And then you have some of these sick women who justify it. Oh, well, you know, the white man show, you know, he go through all that stress. Beat the white man up. He the one giving you the damn stress. You gonna come home and beat up your wife, your children, kick your dog in the ass, kick the one that's giving you the stress in the ass. That don't make any sense. And you have women that justify. Just same way when black folks, they justify how these racists treat us and have been treating us for the last 500 years. Well, you know, you should have put your hand on the wheel and you shouldn't have done this and you shouldn't have done that. They justify. What is it that they call it? It's some kind of syndrome. It's a mental illness. When the victim side with the oppressor. If somebody's stressing me out, it's wrong for me to take it out on somebody that don't have nothing to do with it. I'm going to take it out on the person or whatever it is that's stressing me out. That's the problem. So when they talk about follow the black man leadership, what do that mean? Yes. How you doing there, Brother Lunch Break? Shout out to Brother 47, Lunch Break Chronicles, and those listening. This is a spontaneous broadcast. I just want to get this off my chest and get out of here. Yeah, Stockholm Syndrome. That's what it is. You making excuses for your oppressor. Sick. But you're like that because you're not a man. You're not strong. And see, this is the reality is. The reality is, I know you don't want to hear this, we are the descendants of those who would not fight. That's why we don't have any fight in us. We are the descendants of those who benefit from those who fought. And we're comfortable, just like Tariq Nasheed might say, with the butter biscuits and the molasses from Masa Table. Mr. Tariq Nasheed, you are also satisfied. You don't want to lose your little mansion and your high-priced butter biscuits. The people saying this, they know better, but they enjoying their butter biscuits. Who the hell you making mockery of? Dr. King did not live with butter biscuits. Malcolm X did not live with butter biscuits. Medgar Evers didn't give a damn about butter biscuits. They all was broke and they was poor because they was why they can only take, their so-called leadership can only take you to a certain point. Because if they take you where you need to go, they're going to lose their butter biscuits. You can't be a revolutionary living in a mansion. You can't be a revolutionary. Fred Hampton didn't live in no mansion. Stokely Carmichael, Fannie Lou Hamer, all our people that was fighting didn't live a lavish lifestyle. You in the trenches, you a revolutionary, you fighting. All your assets go to the revolution. But you're not men. You're not revolutionaries. You're not fathers. Mandingos and breeders. So you go, and that's why your condition is not going to change. Because the only one that can change this condition is a man. The only one that can change the condition is a father. And the Muslims teach that God is a man. Well, if a man is here, well then, how come your condition have not changed? Because a man don't exist. So if God is a man and the man don't exist, then the condition cannot change. It's simple as that. Now listen, we're going to get out of here. I want to make this point here. Right here in the St. Louis area, we just had a tornado. Destroyed a big part of the black community. And when you listen to some of these black religious, blackity black religious type folks or whatever, God, now prior to the black community getting hit, that's God punishing the white folks. And you laugh and you giggle. The devil is, look what's happening to the devil. The white people, they're drowning. The forest fires, But recently, what did we see in California? Black community in California burn up. Is that your God? Burn up a whole lot of the black community. Black people crying. Been there, they've been there for generations. The fire come through, burn it up. That's your God, right? Maybe your God is colorblind. Maybe he made a mistake. Oops. I hit the black folks by mistake. Oops. I sent the tornado. Supposed to hit the white community. Hit all these black folks. You know, most of these black people that own these buildings and property in our communities, many of them don't pay their insurance. You're supposed to help yourself. Now look. Now I can only say what I've seen. I've seen no pro-Pan-African, black conscious, black Muslims, and I have not seen none of them on the streets of St. Louis coming out helping the people I love. I sure love the Africans, black people, Africans Americaners. I love the black people, blah, 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 the black. I have not seen Tariq Nasheed ain't came here. Umar Johnson have not come here. Nobody that represent one of the big shots, Louis Farrakhan, have come here. The only ones that always show up, the NAACP, Urban League, and white people. And white people. the Salvation Army, and all these other white people come to help the black folks, the black community. But y'all supposed to be so-called men. I'm black and I'm an African, I'm a warrior. Your people in trouble. House on fire in California, tornadoes tear your stuff down. And black communities have been hit all over. Jackson, Mississippi got a water problem. These blackity black people raise enough money, they could easily fix the water problem in Jackson, Mississippi. No, you gonna keep it. No, you want your butter biscuits. You want to live good and try and go to the Beyonce concert. That's what's happening. I saw Umar Johnson taking pictures with Khalees and every celebrity he can take a picture with. Tariq Nasheed, that's all they're interested in, being a damn celebrity. And that's where you leading the black women and the children to. You're not ready. How long have all this foolishness been on YouTube? Since 2005. And you've been following black leadership. And they don't do nothing for you. You've given these people thousands, millions of dollars. And you have nothing. They give you nothing. So in reality, you deserve everything that you get. You have no men. You have mandingos. You followed another slave. And now everybody crying. Had we did something like this, the Operation Exodus Mississippi campaign, you wouldn't even have to worry about it as an individual. We send our people out to wherever our folks need help, and we help ourselves. Wouldn't even be a problem. But you don't think like that. You don't have no leadership like that. They all for themselves. Shout out to my friend Hanefa. Don't blame Angel Snap Number 7. I don't have nothing. Nobody give me no millions of dollars, thousands of dollars. Because I guarantee you, you will see every dime that you ever gave me, you will see it in action. I'm not going to be driving around in no limousine and no fancy houses and running around here with celebrities. Well, maybe one celebrity. Maybe one celebrity. Not interested in that type of stuff. Even as a little boy, I was more a man as a little boy than these suckers. Oh, of course. Pussy is on these guys' mind too. That's one of the main subjects. They crying and whimpering on social media. Nobody won't give me no pussy. She don't have no accountability with her pussy. I need some pussy. I ain't never, woo! And the sports. Listen to the dialogue, the conversation of these men. Sports and alcohol and trashy music and Democratic, Republican garbage that they don't have no control of. They just sniffing up some Peckerwood backside. These are the people that you follow. They have no pride. They have no dignity. They have no integrity. They have no strength. And when you bring them to the problem, what you gonna do? Basically, I deal with it when when I have to. That's the mindset that they have. I'll deal with it when I have to. What type of leader is that? Why are you listening to trash like that? You get angry at me because I want what's good for you? You're a fool. You're stupid. How many times? And see, I'm not going to be redundant because it don't make no sense to just keep saying something because it goes in one end out the other. What is it that some of our people used to say? A hard head make a soft ass. Y'all got to learn the hard way. So be it. So here we are. And I say this on this platform all the time. Something can happen in the world that will change our lives forever. And we already talked about this could happen. The recent conflict between Iran and Israel. You don't really care, you ain't not tripping off of it because it don't hurt you. As long as somebody else is dying, as long as somebody else is suffering, it don't hurt you. That's how we are. That's how many of us are. As long as it don't bother me, it ain't hurting me, who give a damn? But all this stuff eventually can hurt you, will come to you. You got babies right now that's remembering, I'm going to get them when I get a grown. They're not like you. When I get adult, I'm getting them for what they done to me. And you don't know who these people are. These children going to grow up to be. You're creating your future enemies. That's why in the scriptures, the Pharaoh said, we got to kill the babies. Because we don't know what that child might do. So let's kill all these children. In the movie Shaka Zulu, Shaka said, you got to kill them all. Otherwise, they might come back and rip your throat out. See, arrogant people like to play these games. Because you're winning today, but that don't mean you're going to win tomorrow. You don't know what child, all this violence and all this hate, you don't know what you put in some child's mind that's going to get you in the future. See, a man understands these things. So you have Israel. This is the question that I'm presenting to you, or the scenario. I want to say to Israel, why don't y'all just stop playing these sick ass games and go for the gusto? Wipe everybody out except yourself. Because that's what you want to do. Because you perfect. Everybody's life has less value than it. Yeah. And so, what if they did do that tomorrow? What is black leadership gonna do? What is your God gonna do? Because that's what I want to see. Yah, the Most High, Jesus, all these gods and spiritualities and all this stuff. I want to see all this. What it's gonna do when them bombs and them grenades and them tanks start rolling through? I want to see. The black man is God. Well, here's your chance. Here's your opportunity. Show the power of God when them, B-52 bombers or whatever the hell they are, these jets start throwing. And now they got these drones. 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 these drones firing missiles. I want to see what your God and Yah and the power of the black man and the melanin in your skin and all this foolishness. I want to see what it's going to do. Your special diet. Oh, we should eat once every 10 days. We should eat vegetables. We should eat air. You know, whatever. All this foolishness that our mind is filled. All this nonsense. You're going to suffer bad because you're spoiled. When I was growing up, it was the 1960s. We didn't have electricity. We didn't have running water in the house. We lived hard. We was tough people. I used to play in the sun and the asphalt boiling. I was playing basketball and I was fasting. There was a time when we was tough. When I was a little boy, we threw chunks of dirt and broke sticks and shot ourselves with BB guns and all kinds of crazy stuff. You cry and you keep moving. These little boys now, as soon as they scratch, mommy, look at the scratch, mommy. Even the girls was tough. In the South, the women was tough. You had to be tough to pick cotton from sun up to sundown. We used to be tough. Now y'all spoiled. It's easy to whoop y'all ass. Cut off the electricity. You don't have no air conditioner. It shows hot in here. You can't handle it. It shows hot in here. You a warrior. Trucks can't bring them up and down these roads out of you. And if you are a soldier, what you tripping off a special diet? I could die tomorrow because I got to fight for mine. If I live, I'll worry about that, the special diet. If I survive the revolution, I ain't got time for that kind of crap. But when you're running your mouth, got to have a special diet, take care of myself so I can run and talk, run my damn mouth. Let's see what your God can do. The black man, you got all this huffing and puffing and talking what you're going to do. You telling the world, you telling yourself this lie. But now, the day gonna come when you're gonna have to show and prove. Can you back up what you say? No. I already know you can't. You're soft. We the out on the street running around here talking. You don't even make videos. I'm out in the sun. I'm black people, the children of the sun. I don't see you, these Negroes, making no videos talking about black people in the sun. Now you have people in other countries, they doing it because they don't have no choice. They don't even fan themselves, and they out in the sun. Your ass is spoiled. You a sissy. You can't handle nothing. But you talk all this stuff. When they go to Africa, they go to those places where they comfortable. They're not going nowhere where they might get malaria, where some of them Africans might beat their ass. They're going somewhere where they can smile and giggle and give them people the teachings. Them people don't give a damn about your teachings. They'll knock your block off. No. You go to the place where there's other Europeanized Africans like you. You're not going to the ones that have rebelled against that stuff for generations. They don't call themselves Africans. And they'll slap you in your face calling them some African. They know what that come from. They didn't call themselves no African until these Europeans colonized them, and you know that. They don't mind being your brother in the struggle. We're not the same. Living this fairy tale life. United States. I encourage Europe. I encourage them to knock Africa over. Go ahead, do it. Get it over with. What you waiting on? Because ain't no other people worthy of life than Europeans, the Americans, and the Israelites, or whatever the hell you are. They're the only ones that deserve to be alive. Everybody should live and think and do like you do. And see, this is the sick thing about it. If these pro-black folks was able to get power, they do the same thing. This is what you don't understand. They are inhuman. They'll do the same thing. They hate my guts. I didn't do nothing to you. I speak what I have to talk about. As far as my opinion on an ideology that you did not make up or a belief, I have the right to do that. Hate my guts, ain't did. But the what? And prove once and for all you teaching garbage. Because none of your garbage is going to help none of you. Ain't none of that stuff is helping nobody in tornado ravaged the north side of St. Louis. None of it. The Red Cross, the Urban League. People going into their pockets. White people going into their pockets. Taking black folks food and water. Helping them try to rebuild their houses. I don't see none of this pro-black garbage. None of it. But it make you feel good. Because you love lies. Well, I'm not a liar. And if I tell a lie, I will tell you. You know, I lied. I'm not going to tell no lie where it hurt you. Cause somebody harm. I got to tell us the reality. I got to bring us the truth, because that's the only thing the Bible said gonna make you free. If you're not free, if you're not liberated, clearly you don't have the truth. Why don't you give somebody else a chance? Why don't you listen to somebody else before it's too late? I just gave you a scenario. Because what's happening in the Middle East right now, you have no idea what the real conclusion is going to be. What is they saying? As usual, it's going to be worse. And the reality is, you really can't keep nobody out of your country. If I wanted to go to Mexico right now, I know where to go and go into Mexico and come right back to the United States. There's nothing nobody can do that's gonna protect these borders. But now these suckers, you are creating an environment of hatred. You're gonna get yours. And what is black leadership doing? Holding up their pinky, drinking their cup of coffee. This is special coffee. This is holistic coffee. Holistic. Make sure you hold out your pinky. Holistic coffee. I want to send our condolences to our sister, Sister Ananda Lewis. She was a former host of a Teen Summit on BET television, and she went from that to being a VJ on MTV, and she had her own show also, and she was also married to Will Smith's brother. I thought she was a cute sister. I liked her a lot, and I followed her career over the years. And she passed this life because of breast cancer. And she said before she passed, she declined radiation, chemotherapy, whatever that it is, for breast cancer. And I guess even celebrities, some of these celebrities listen to some of this blackity black stuff or whatever. And she said she thought her body, something, if she take the right herbs and things of this nature, her body would fight the cancer. So she left her tumor too long, and then it got a real hold, and there was no turning back. There's nothing, chemotherapy, nothing. We already know breast cancer is very, very common. And and she didn't want her breast, sometimes you got to do what you got to do, but she decided that's our right. Age of 52. And as you know, and she was diagnosed in 2020. As you know, I was diagnosed with blood cancer in 2020. So our sister is gone and I'm still here. And if I wanted to, I could say I'm divine, this and blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to say that. Cancer, everything affects somebody differently. There was a plane that just crashed. Over 240 some people died in the crash. One man survived. So just because I might have the cancer, get the same cancer as somebody else, they might pass quick. I'm still here fighting mine. Matter of fact, I'm not doing nothing at all. But I could say, and it also goes to show that y'all a bunch of hypocrites, because when you see a miracle, when you see somebody in your face, and you see it in your face, and you just ignore it because I'm not talking the way you think I should talk. I'm a miracle. Diagnosed with cancer 2020. I don't do drugs. I don't do chemotherapy. I don't do nothing. Let death come and get me. If I said because of Jesus or because of Muhammad or because of African holistic health, y'all be foaming at the mouth. Yes, brother. Yes, brother. But you really don't know what to do. So here I am bringing you reality. I'm telling you the truth, not what you're going to say. And I'm telling you, if you really believe what you're talking about, I'm saying that God is merciful on you to allow me to live. As a matter of fact, I even told God, I even said it when I was getting surgery. If I'm saying something wrong, God, Allah, Yah, whatever you want to call yourself, kill me right now in 2020. Your God did not kill me because it says that God chooses whom he pleases. And so I'm chosen to bring you to reality. These others have taken you off the path. That's why you're not getting any salvation. And I wish folks would tell me, stop trying to tell me what I should say, what I should do. We've been looking at it your way. We've been that way for over 100 years and all that stuff. I'm not here for that. That's over with. This is 2025, not 5000 BC. This is my situation. That was their situation. And they didn't solve it. Those people in the Bible and Quran, they died. They didn't solve a damn thing. They kept passing down the crap to generation and generation, and nothing is solved. Nothing is solved. but you don't really believe what you're talking about. Because you want me to say something and give your Bible and the Quran the credit. God said that your Bible and Quran is outdated and is wrong. If God can talk to Prophet Muhammad, God can talk to Elijah Muhammad, God can talk to Abraham, why God can't talk to me? And if the black man is God, why I can't say what I have to say? I am God, right? That's what you say. But when God talks, you don't want to listen. And that stuff is not coming from a black man. That stuff coming from some kind of Arabs and other foreign people who are dead, who ain't related to you. So what is black leadership? Whatever it is, it's going to be tested. I'm going to just sit back in the cut and watch you continue to suffer. Because a hard head makes a soft ass. Told you. But you know it all. But now it needs to really be tested so we can see in real time. Because you're not, as long as you're comfortable, you're going to keep holding on to the lie. But then when the trouble comes, then what? Let's see what kind of power your God have. Let's see what type of power Yah and the Most High, Yashara and Muhammad and all this stuff. And the best thing you can do is just die and let your spirit come out your body and go out into the universe. That's the best thing that you can do. Die and let this spirit, we'll never see you again. You won't be able to come back and tell me, well, I got away. Toodaloo, I got away. Listen, this is not for me, it's for you. I know better. I used to be you when I was a child. But what do the scriptures say? What do the Bible say? When I was a child, I spoke like a child. But of course, as you become an adult, I put childish things away. You caught up in all this racist, blackity black, melanated. They telling people on Facebook that you have enough melanin in your body is worth $25 million. Do you know, if that was true, do you know how many of us really would be missing every day? If these people knew that taking our pigmentation, the melanin out of our body was worth $25 million, do you know, really? You see what they do to elephants to get an elephant tusk, and one elephant tusk ain't worth no $25 million, I don't believe. But these suckers on YouTube, Instagram, whatever the hell, telling the people, and they clapping, our melanin, we show what the lie. If you was really, matter of fact, these black people would kill you for the melanin. Woo, yes. But it's a lie. It's all lies. We love lies. We believe lies. Because these lies make us feel good. I'm a rapper with a record contract. Don't have nothing. And why do people lie? Most times you lie to get something that you want. I want a record deal. I want that woman. I want to drive that car. I need that job. I want you to follow me and give me donations. We love lies. In the comments, somebody say, death is preventable. See, we love lies. death is preventable. No, death is inevitable. Birth is preventable. There's a lot of things you can do that can prevent birth. There ain't nothing nobody got that gonna prevent death. But we love lies. We like lies. They sound good. If they could prevent death, don't you think they would? Have no. You believe that lie because you know you are a screw up in this life. Well, I don't have to worry about it because I'm going to die and go somewhere else and get another chance. It's a lie. We love liars. But I want this to happen. I want America and Israel and the Europeans stop screwing around, get it together, and take over the world. Because the only one worthy of life is you guys. You don't have to worry about these black revolutionaries and Africans and these folks. They ain't nothing. Move them out the way. Because I want to see their God. I want to see their melanin. I want to see all this stuff that they talk about, and the spirits, and the mother plane, and all this stuff. I want to see it in action. To come save them. And Jesus. The only thing they're going to see is when you put them in those mass graves, or throw them out in the ocean to feed the sharks and the killer whales. And that's what you get being a damn fool. So get all the sex that you can. Smoke all the weed you can. Watch all the WNBA and NBA and golf and your favorite sports. Drink all the liquor you can. Wear all the condoms you can wear. Because the party is just a matter of time. Your party gonna be over. It should have been over years ago. I want to see. I would like for it to prove me wrong. We're gonna get out of here, y'all. I want them to prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. I doubt it. Your special diet is not gonna save you, Jesus. Your father, these men who aren't men, they ain't gonna do nothing. They gonna be running and screaming and hollering like the sissies they are. And I'm not gonna call them no man or no father until they earn it. Sissy at heart, a punk at heart. I don't want it. And see, when you earn something, nobody can take it away. They can say whatever they want to. But when you earn it, nobody can't take it away from you. But they can take it away from you because you didn't earn it to begin with. And just like the Muslims always say, you can take it or let it alone. On that note, we're going to get out of here. Thank you for joining us on this spontaneous broadcast. And we keep yourself safe as possible. But I cannot be honest, and I cannot be sincere to continue to come out here and keep feeding us these fairy tale feel-good stories when I see, just like you should see, how serious our situation really is. Shout out to our Facebook. Shout out to all our YouTube channels. And we'll catch you on the flip. As our ancestor Duncan Nealus used to always say as in parting, we wish you love, peace, and soul. And we are Audi 5000.